Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How is it going, guys? So tonight,
Woo!
tonight we're gonna do a request for our Dan member Mickey D.
Yes.
And what are we listening to?
We
today?
are gonna listen to some Enigma, which is very exciting because this is something that we've not really touched much or at all on the channel, and it's a band that I am not super familiar with. I know the style.
You've played me some Enya. Is that the same? Era?
Era.
Okay.
Enya
right.
also.
So Era, Enya, and Enigma are like in the same vein?
For me, Era and Enigma are on the same kind of style, and maybe Dead Can Dance.
Okay.
I don't know. And then Enya is a little bit maybe similar, but I don't consider them, I don't know, like exactly the same. But we're going to do Return to Innocence by Enigma's album, or from the album The Cross of Changes 1993.
All right.
So thank you so much to Mickey D for this. This is wonderful. Thank you for being a Dan member. If you're interested, you get a guaranteed request every month, and this is Mickey D's request for the month of March. So thank you very, very much for that. And if you're interested, there's a link in the description for that.
Exactly.
Are you ready?
Yes. And I wanted to apologize. I'm a little bit under the weather, so my voice is a little bit different, but hey, we'll get through it. Thank you so much, Mickey D, and everybody else who's watching. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Right. I just don't know where. There we go. All right, here we go. And enjoy. Okay, I found it. Like, this is beautiful.
I know.
It reminds me, because I did a marathon on Enya.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just one person and she does everything. Man, I don't know, but it's beautiful. Like this, it reminds me when you get to the Denver airport internationally, there's all these Native American tribes, and there you can hear all their chanting. And this is, I'm sure this is a Native American
It sounds
man chanting.
very much so.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds just like, and the scales, these it fits so well in the
Yes.
chord. It's like it got me goosebumps.
Absolutely. And it's very like world music,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Yes.
It's very
It reminds me of,
tribal.
yes, it reminded me of I talked about this the other day, Mike Oldfield.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
what we should do. We should do some Mike Oldfield
Yes.
and maybe some Brian Eno and stuff like that. But yeah, this is man, really, really. It seems somehow familiar, but I don't know if this was maybe in a soundtrack in a movie.
It could have been. For me, it didn't sound as familiar as I thought it would. I don't know if I was thinking of a different track, but at first I wasn't really sure if I had heard this before or not. But I can say for a fact,
Is Enigma
so.
the band that sings Sa Timor? Or is that
think
Era?
so.
Because that's why I know the name. I've heard Enigma, of course, mentioned, but what a beautiful track, man. This is very good. Yeah. Very sad, too, because the chant is kind of like, I don't know. Or could be happy. I don't know, but it's beautiful. That's, yeah. So let's go back.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mickey. It's a great,
wonderful request.
This I could listen to like all day.
Yes, and I love how different it is from everything else that you know, sometimes we receive, and it's just a joy. So thank you very much for that.
Yes, let's continue.
Okay.
That's not the beginning of the end. That's a return to yourself. The return to innocence.
So good.
Let's return to innocence.
Oh. Very cool that it sounds like it's a concept album. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very,
well,
very
maybe
cool.
you know, maybe not. Maybe it's not a concept album, but maybe they just recorded it that way. That one,
like it bleeds into another.
Yeah, because a concept album is mostly like one story, where all the tracks have to do
with one another.
With one another.
Okay.
But yeah, but sometimes I think if I would make an album, I would do the whole like
bleed over,
bleeding into.
I like it too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and some bleed overs are very abrupt, and others are, you know, maybe if you were listening to it and it like faded out, you didn't notice as much that it was supposed to be a part of another song. But
I just did for Matt this marathon, 80s marathon, and I played some Marty Friedman at the end.
Oh, okay.
And it bled into the second song. And you know what I did? I did like like a fade out, but with my hand, and it was very like shaky. So and then people in the comments were like, that fade out was kind of weird, because it would be like, it's not like a real fade out, you know?
Yeah, that's
but yeah.
funny.
Yeah, no, I opened Wikipedia because I did want to really quickly see if this was but I mean, we can always look that up after the song, but it was very interesting, the whole it had great the drums were, I think, I don't know,
Yes.
they were just looped.
I was specifically listening to them because they were very easy to
Yeah.
like follow along
Yeah.
with, and
I think this is like a one-man show, and it's beautiful because I love this the voice, but I love the sample. I don't know, and I just wanted to hear the story, how she got this, or did she get someone? Did she hire someone to come into the studio and sing this? Because it was sampled, it was the same file of song, and then we just reuse it.
Right.
It was not like he was singing it every time, right?
Right.
Did you notice?
I didn't notice that, but it's
I just-
interesting that you're able to.
Well, I just think it because it sounded exactly the same every time he sung it.
Uh-huh.
You know? Like, what's the guy who does these awesome samples in his music? Moby?
Oh,
It reminded me a little bit of Moby, you know? Like,
Yeah.
why want my heart?
yeah.
You know the
I don't
song?
know very much Moby, but
I think it's the same type of music. It's like new wave. This is new wave.
I've known
And
it always.
yeah, and
as
this is
that.
really cool. So I really love the song.
I
Thank you.
know, me
And like
too.
Alexia said, thank you for changing it up even more when now we're getting into everything.
I'm
And I
loving
like
it.
that because we
Yes.
started only like with metal and with prog rock, which we love. Don't
Yes.
stop requesting that, but it's also really nice to sometimes hear something completely different.
93, you know,
And like new
that's-
wave,
yes,
you know.
Very
Yeah, so-
cool. Thank you, Mickey D. Thank you, everyone, for sharing this with us. This was a pleasure. We're absolutely going to be listening to this again.
Yes.
I can already see myself listeting to it, and we'll add it to our master list. So
We're
that
chopping vegetables, you know, like when we're cooking.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And again, thank you, Mickey D, for all of your love and support. For so long, you've been on the channel, and you're always there. You're present, and now you are a Dan member. So thank you so much for that. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we hope to see you all in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.